Well, hello everyone. Today, nothing really changed since last week, so I pretty much jumped straight into the drawing, I guess. I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I had a color theme in my head. I wanted to do something, I guess, mostly purple and blues and nothing else. I didn't really had a character in mind specifically, so I don't know. I just started putting lines on the page, and as they were growing, for a second in there, I thought I may end up with a plant of some sorts. The way it started, like a kind of a oval, I guess, with a little bit of uh, what would you call it? Stem. But as I was going into it and kind of working on the details and getting absorbed on those little things that I like to do, um, eventually kind of grew into completely something else. And as I was doing the bottom part of the drawing and thinking of the color scheme that I had in my head, I started to think more and more of something that it's underwater, lurking in the depths. You know, one of those scary, I guess, fish or sea creature, whatever you might call it. But I kind of also started looking, or not looking, thinking of those wranglers fish, I believe they're called. You know, that are using a lure to basically lure other fish directly towards their mouth. And I thought I was kind of onto something, and I decided to go maybe with some sort of a creature that looks like, how should I say, a reflection of itself halfway through. I guess is like the bottom half of the mouth looks like a creature, but also the top part of it, of the mouth, looks also like a creature. So basically, if you, no matter which way you would look, you wouldn't know which one is the up and which one is the down of this creature. On the bottom part, I kind of placed an eye, and on the top part, as you will eventually see, I end up placing three eyes. So I don't know, an interesting creature. I actually really like the end result on this one. It kind of took me about 3 hours to complete in total, that including some small breaks that I did here and there, and I really enjoyed this one. As you will see, I think the creature comes more alive once I add the colors to it. I think I'll let you decide, but I think I'm starting to get a little bit more handle on how to use these colors and how to combine them. And I'm actually starting to love these fountain pens and the inks that they have in them. I think they're gonna be my palette for a really long time. Speaking of that, I think this I still have like 5 pieces of paper left in this notepad. I was thinking to do like an intermission, I guess, with something else from a paper pad perspective, but I think I'm gonna keep on going for the next 5 videos so I can actually finish this notepad, and I'm really started to enjoy it. The format of it, it's quite challenging, especially since I decided to basically do most of them in portrait mode, not on the landscape side of things. And I like it. I kind of dig it. I do like it. And it's quite surprising to see how many things I can actually create within this format. I guess the limitation is not really the format, it's more the mindset that you have and the imagination that you might get out of it. The fountain pen actually performed pretty good. I still had a few moments in there where the ink was drying pretty quickly on the nib if I wasn't moving fast enough to get the flow through those times. But yeah, I still believe that the fine nib is the minimum size that you could probably use in a more successful way with this type of ink. And as a reminder, in case you haven't seen my other videos, this ink that I'm using is Octopus Elephant Black, which is a permanent ink and is dedicated for artists and drawings and sketching and things like that. And from my perspective, I think it is one of the best waterproof inks out there. I would argue even better than Platinum Black or Noodler's Black. Anyway, back to my drawing. Like I mentioned, I was really lost into those details, and I don't know, I really like this creature. I felt with this drawing today that I kind of maybe step up a little bit into my sketching process or drawing process. Speaking of, I always get confused. I don't know, should I call these sketches or these will be more like complete drawings? To me, definitely they feel way more complete than if I would just do a quick sketch on the page. Anyway, what do you think? Complete drawings or just sketches with some coloring on top of it? But yeah, not much else to say. The color combination, once I got to the painting part of the process, was actually quite nice. I liked how the colors combine. I mean, it's kind of hard to get it wrong, I guess, considering that purple and blues, they kind of go well together. I kind of cheated a little bit. I introduced a little bit of the black that this fountain pen set comes with. The fountain pen set that I'm using as my source of paint. But I guess in a good way, that black has a little bit of a blue purplish tint to it, so it worked actually pretty good with the color scheme that I chose for today. For the eyes, I decided to go with some blues, as you'll see, a lighter blue, a more bright blue, and I actually brought a little bit of that blue into the water as well. So what I was trying to do is basically give the depth perception. So I had the creature, I made it purple with some darker parts of purple into it. And then after I done the kind of default blue around the creature, after I dried up the paper, I came with blue on top of it, but not in every single part of it, trying to get that feeling of depth perception as you look through the water, and some parts look clearer, some parts look a little bit more masked because of the, I guess, light and how light travels through water. I don't know. I try to create some depth in there. I don't know if I was very successful with it. I'll let you decide that. But personally, I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. I think so far, from since I started this trial of me using color into my drawings, this to me seems to be one of the more successful drawings that I've done so far. And I like it. I'm really curious what next week is going to bring. I don't know if I'm going to use the same fountain pen. There's something that I wanted to use for a very long time now, but I'm kind of afraid because I never really used that type of, I guess let's call it fountain pen. It's not really a fountain pen, but it's definitely built like one. It kind of works like one. And I don't know. I might just do some sketching separate, not necessarily dive into this drawing with that basically tool until I actually get a little bit more comfortable with it. Or who knows? Maybe I'll just dive into it and just see what it comes out of it. Basically learn as I go. I don't know. We'll see next week. Yeah, not much else to say. I really enjoyed this one. It was actually fun to build it. I'm starting to get more comfortable with using the brush as my medium for applying color. I'm still thinking to start maybe using actual regular brushes for this. I don't have anything very expensive, but I did purchase like I guess I can call it a fountain water for artists, where you have like a reservoir and then water slowly drips into a basically bowl in order to allow you to clean the brush, and then you have a button to press to get rid of the dirty water, and then you always have like fresh water coming into it. Anyway, we'll see. Something to come along. I don't know if I'll do it while I'm still doing these landscape kind of drawings in this pad for the next 5 ones. I might still use what I have, and then maybe on the new pad I'm gonna start experimenting with the new brushes, and but still the same inks, just different tools, I guess, to hopefully get the same effects or maybe even better. In the end, I love the result. Had a lot of fun with this one, and I really mean it. And yeah, I mean, I've been kind of busy considering work and all that, but maybe more on to that next time. Until then, though, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you had fun, or at least you kind of got something out of it. And hopefully, I will see you next week. Until then, I, like usual, wish you nothing but the best and a wonderful day or night, whatever you are. Take care. Bye.